Hello everyone, no respawns here. So we're back in me red rocket, and I've done quite a bit. Namely, I've done loads of shit and actually done the walls. Now, this is... I've done loads of... I want to do a new style of video, and I think I mentioned it in the last video. I've mentioned it on Twitter quite a few times, which is... Let me just do a tour of the walls, because they're completely finished now. Which is kind of short of it. Yeah, no, I did. I mentioned in the last video, which is kind of shorter videos, like kind of 3-4 minutes. Now, initially, the idea was that I was going to build something and it'd be really, really short. However, one of the reasons why I haven't uploaded a video yesterday, or the day before, was because I was getting really freaking stressed because of it. Because of the fact that I think what I'm going to have to do with those videos is make them post. So instead of actually watching me build these little things, and I'll show you why, instead I'm going to have them made, and then I'll just talk you through what I did. The reason being is, one, they're quite short. In terms of what I'm doing isn't very much, but they end up being half an hour worth of recording, because even though the actual builds themselves aren't very complex, it's mostly me scrolling through menus. It's actually quite a pain in the arse. I was getting really frustrated. I was like, I looked at the recording before I sat down. I was like, I've literally just made one tiny thing, and it's got 30 minutes. Because most of that is me scrolling through menus. So obviously we're still going to have actual builds, where I live build stuff, but that's bigger things. But I thought it'd be nice to maybe make it a little bit less stressful for me, but also allow you guys, because also with these little builds, just in a second, they're more decorative, like how you make something using just decorative items rather than necessarily building stuff. It'll give you guys an idea, because you don't need to see me manually place every piece of furniture. However, it was just... yeah, this is how these builds are going to go. Normally they'll be about kind of 3-4 minutes, and maybe I'll either do them individually one thing, or we'll showcase a couple of items together. I don't know, because I'm doing lots of kind of little set piece stuff, so I'm kind of, yeah, but basically. Anyway, so I hope you like the wall for starters. Oh, I love it so much. It's so good. Except for this bit. I'm going to spill something. Right. I forgot to plug this hole, and yeah, so there we go. Ruined it for you. And also I had to redo this front bit here from the last video, because in being is there was a giant gap between that wall and the gate, and it was just an absolute pain in the ass, and it was really bothering me. Also, I still don't have a doorway for this. I'm not sure if I'm going to bother. Some people have suggested putting a powered door in there, but I'm not going to, because I don't know, I might leave it like that. Anywho, so I've done two things. I've actually done loads of stuff in other settlements as well, namely Sanctuary, but basically I'm trying to do more kind of little set piece structures. You'll see, like, individually these are nice touches. Please ignore my rather shitty power setup. That isn't a nice touch. But let's go to the power armor area first. And this is the first thing I did. And basically, Red Rocket is a great example of a settlement where you're going to be kind of... you don't have space to build anything, but you still need to make the space look cool. Like, you need to make it look lived in. And this is where mods really come in, where they actually allow you to change completely the dynamic of an area without necessarily building anything. I've been using this same kind of tactic with my farms, which is rather than fencing them off, instead I just kind of debris around an area and put the farms inside. It looks pretty cool. Now, for those of you curious, I'm just going to put this as a permanent link in my videos for now, but it's the Unlock Settlement Items mod. There are also various other versions, but they're always the tops, because I'm not going to link them all because there are way too many. But I think this is just the basic one. As you can see, what I've gone and done is I've used concrete to kind of mark out an area. So this is basically the surrounding area I've done, and then I've just put the two weapons one and the armor workstation, and then I've put two. I did have to actually pillar glitch these in because they just is a bit sunk there, because they were, for some reason, their collision was a bit shit. But these two power armor workstations, and they work really, really well. Like, this feels like a collected area. Also, like, you know, I've got kind of stuff. All of this is, you find it mostly in the misc of the furniture tab. And then this is obviously various few bits of scrap and ladders. Ladders were always good. And it just looks really, really cool. Like, it's made use of the area without... because initially that's how I did my old Red Rocket, was just, you know, 2 or 3. I think I had about 6 of them. I had 6 power armor stands. I'm probably going to have 2 more here, I think. So it'll be 4, and I haven't done anything in here yet. And then we'll have the 1 in here. But that'll be where my main suit lives. But I'm not going to do that yet. Right, so alongside that, I've also done this. Now, this is the thing I actually tried to show you how to build, but quite simple, it just took it was like 30-40 minutes of recording, I think. No, it's 40 minutes before I chopped out some stuff, and it was still like 20 minutes, and it's nothing really. So basically, I will show you where to find one thing though. So this bus stop, now, okay, some people are going to point out, oh, why is a bus stop there? Because it might not be there. You have no idea if there might not be a bus stop here, all right, and technically, okay, it would be facing maybe the other direction, but maybe the bus stopped in here. Or maybe someone just picked it up, or maybe shut your face. It looks good, yeah. But it's quite a nice little area. Now, I won't show you where everything is, but I will show you this one is actually found as a new addition to your structures tab, and it's the MISC, and it's right at the end. You can already see why I don't want to show you me making these. Because normally, like, when I'm building, like, an actual structure, I'll mostly spending most of my time in a particular tab anyway. You know, like, it won't be me constantly just doing this. But I'm just going to show you where this is. So it's right at the end. Andrew, I believe, has reorganized his sections a little bit, which I think they're a little bit more intuitive. Things tend to be closer to the things of the same type, but it's right at the end. Whenever there's an update, so there it is, always check this structures MISC tab, because that's often where all of the cool stuff is. There's lots of cool stuff in here. But right, what I've gone and done is I just sunk it in with a rug a little bit. I had to use the rug for this instance because I needed to get it close to this scrap wall here. And then, now this is the standard level 1 of the trader stands, but even though I keep calling them the new stands, they're not really the new stands, but they are a newer stand. The new, you know, not the original ones. Now, these ones here, just to kind of remind everyone, because these snap together, you can't rug glitch them in. So you can't put them on a rug and then it bypass all the collision. What I did is I had to use the pillar and select tool and got as close as I could, but you can see there's a little gap there. And then I used a pillar to move the shack balcony railing in front, just because I don't actually like where it says general store. I just think it looks a little bit, I don't know, just doesn't look very wastelandy. But then also because it was a bit blank, I mean, you could put a sign, but I just popped some cinder blocks in front. Now, this cash register was a bit of a pain in the arse, and the way I did it, it was quite, because you can't rest, you can't put items. If I just, so I can pick up here, you can't put items on that at all. Now, you could just say, I don't know, put that on top of, like, any kind of surface and just rug glitch it in. But what I did, I won't show you exactly how I did it, but I just put a chain of mats, put the counter at the end, and then got the pillar and just kind of rested it on the top and just sunk it down just so, because that's actually floating in the air, basically. It looks really cool. I wouldn't be surprised if when I assign a trader to this area, his hands will probably glitch through. But shut up, it looks cool. It's fine, I've got Mr. Weird Raider mannequin there instead. Put a little post there. I put a little trailer, just a few bits and bobs. I probably will add a bit more junk to this, but initially I was doing this for a video, and it just, you can imagine, right, me just kind of like scrolling through, because, I mean, I could possibly do these as, no, I'm going to do a post, but normally they're a bit more structured than this one. So to kind of just sort, because I don't like how flat this side was, so I just moved there'll be loads of workstations, because this is, you know, the whole premise of this settlement is it's kind of similar to the Atom Cats, so it's basically where you go and hot rod up your power armor, make it look very funky, mostly in there and over there. So I just used one of these. These are found, these things are great, by the way. I really like these. I don't even know what they are. I think they're for, like, measuring garage, diagnostic, car. Oh, we go. Okay, so we have lots of those. They're found in the MISC tab, by the way. I think I mentioned that, but they're really useful. MISC of the furniture tab. And then I just kind of put some stuff. Trolleys, toolboxes. Just add a little bit more detail, and this is literally just so I can light the area up. But yeah, it's quite a nice little structure, this. And then combined with this as well, you're kind of probably seeing what I'm trying to do with this area is actually have these kind of like almost wee set pieces. So every area of this has a point. So this is the shop where you come in and, you know, maybe you place your orders. That's what I was thinking as well, is maybe not necessarily having their own massive stock here. This is already where you kind of place your orders to actually get your power armor customized. I am going to have a little diner, I think. It would be cool. And then this will be an area here. And obviously you've got a back. So I'll probably have another shop here as well. Maybe an armor stand, perhaps. There is actually a mod that allows you to have vendors without actually a vendor stand, like as a vendor rug. So I might try that. Or I could just, you know, pillar glitch a stand-in, or we'll figure something out. And I don't know what I'm going to do there yet. But yes, I will be doing a lot more of these little videos alongside actual structural builds as well. Apologies for the slightly lack of just cohesion with this video a little bit, just because of the fact that it wasn't my intention to do this kind of video. Initially, it was actually just a building video of this and that, but it was just, well, it was just that. It was just way too long for what I ended up showing you. But I will have these a lot more regularly. It was just for the last 2 days I've been kind of fucking racking my brain. I was like, I don't know how to do it. But I think it's better if we'll just kind of do... I'll try and keep them under 10 minutes. This one has actually just gone slightly over because I'm waffling. But I'll quickly just kind of like say, show you. It'll be 2-3 minute videos. It's just, I guess, maybe I've got into a habit of doing longer videos, and it just kind of makes me twitch a little bit to just kind of have a, you know, a few minute video where I just go, right, this is how you do this kind of thing. Anyway, as always, follow me on Twitter at norespawns. We'll have another video up tomorrow. Oh, by the way, spoiler, it'll probably just be more of a rambly video because tomorrow is the year anniversary of me uploading my first video to YouTube, which is the 28th of November. So I'm quite excited. It's going to be cool. So I don't really have anything special planned. It might just be a kind of thank you guys video. But then I'll also try and squeeze in another one of these little videos where I just show you, because I've still got more shit to do in here. Anyway, as always, follow me on Twitter at norespawns. And I'll talk to you lovely people soon. You take care.